So markets have been quite brutal with a lot of investors and traders since the past few weeks. If you were tracking markets, you would have seen the Nifty 50 has fallen by around 0.86% yesterday, while the small cap index had fallen by around 2.61% yesterday. Nifty 50 and the mid cap index are falling today as well, though we can see some recovery in the small cap index. An economy that has grown by around 8.2% in the past quarter, the government bringing in the GST reforms 2.0, which has basically led to reduction in the GST rates of majority of the products. The RBI reducing the rates by 0.25%, which has helped in increasing the consumer spending. But still, we cannot see all these things factored in the markets. Why is that? So let's talk about that. See, one of the reasons is that there is a US Fed meeting that is supposed to happen tomorrow, and people do expect 0.25 rate cut. So if that cut really happens, what we can expect? See, the USD to INR has fallen to around 90. If this rate cut really happens, this will increase the US spending even further, which can lead to reduction in the INR to below 90 as well. By that, what I mean is that it can touch 91, 92, 93 going forward. I'm not saying that this will happen after the US meeting, but it can happen. Also, even though our economy is doing well, we can see that the current account deficit, that is the CAD, it has basically widened. Why is that so? Because of the high US tariffs that have been imposed on India. US was one of the major exporting countries for India, and we have been importing gold and silver in October in huge number. So this has basically led to widening of CAD. Another reason is that there is high selling from the FPIs, that is the foreign portfolio investors, and the FIIs during November. During October they did some short coverings, but in November they have been selling like crazy. Another reason is because of the high rates in the Japanese economy. See, in the Japanese economy there was always low rates, and people used to borrow from there and invest in the Indian economy. And now with the rates going up, they're basically pulling out money from India as well. And also, there is a trade negotiation that is supposed to happen between the US and the India during this week, and people are not very positive about that. So we really think that these are some of the factors that are affecting our market right now.